In this episode, we're going to look at why small businesses really need to use online advertising. Most small business owners think that online advertising is too expensive or too difficult. And those that take the leap and start doing ads, they jump in before they've tested their content, their message, or their strategy. It ends up costing a lot of money. In this episode, I'm going to show you how real marketing traction starts before any advertising and how you might actually get better results without any paid ads. Let's dive right in. Myth number one, if I run ads, I'll instantly get leads or sales. So let's talk about what's required to actually get a sale. Okay, so if you put up an ad, you're gonna have people see it, and then you have to have people click on it, and where are they gonna go? They're gonna go to some landing page. You gotta convince them to enter their information, right? Maybe you're gonna collect a lead through that, and then you've gotta have a phone call, and then you've gotta sell something. Is there anything else that we missed? Well, how do you get your ads in front of the right people? How do you find your target audience? So you're gonna be putting a lot of ads in front of irrelevant people. So there are a lot of pros to ads, right? You can learn from it, but you're not going to get instant leads or instant sales from it, especially if you're brand new to your business and brand new to any type of advertising. Myth number two, online advertising means paid traffic, paid advertising. Well, no, there's a better way. You can actually do this for free without paid ads. And instead of interrupting people or putting up ads when they're wanting to watch something else, you're creating content that people are actually searching for and they don't feel like they're being sold to. How do I know if I'm ready to advertise my business online? Well, are you open for business? Are you taking on new customers or clients? Then what if there was a way for you to find your potential clients, the ideal client for you, and have them find you and see you as the expert and want to hire you for your services? Like, when would it be too early to have those people find you? When is the wrong time to start running ads? Okay, so let's go back to ads for a minute. If we're talking about advertising, you need to have budget to experiment. So the budget you're going to be spending on advertising in the beginning, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to adjust your landing pages and tweak your offer. There's a learning curve to go through and money that needs to be spent before you'll even break even. If you haven't made any sales yet, even through referral, like, are you currently getting referrals through word of mouth, and do you have customers and clients? Like, if you don't have those yet, then don't even consider doing paid advertising. What kind of advertising works best for small service-based businesses? Well, that's still a really big category, so let me narrow it down a little bit more. If you are a coach or a consultant, or you're a mentor, or you have courses that you sell, or you teach, you educate, like you're a public speaker, if there's any type of educational component to your business, then you can really leverage YouTube for the best type of lead generation of anything I've seen out there. The strategy is to create how-to content, that's content that your target audience is searching for, that directly relates to what you offer. It sounds simple, it actually is simple, but for some reason, there's not a lot of people that are doing it. Out of all the businesses out there, I'm only producing 60 different YouTube channels, but it's working extremely well in all 60 cases. Do I need a funnel, a landing page, or a lead magnet before I advertise? Well, when we're talking about YouTube, the answer is yes. If you're talking about paid ads, you don't necessarily need a lead magnet. It can help, but you need a landing page, you need promo materials. So here's what it looks like for organic YouTube, or attracting people through YouTube search. Step one is you don't sell, you just create videos that give value, and you use it to build a relationship. At the end of that video though, you do give them a free gift, which is called a lead magnet. So people leave YouTube and go to a website so they can exchange their contact information for that free gift. Well, now you have them on your email list, or now you have their phone number and you can send them a text message. Now, you could simply text them a calendar link and get them to have an appointment with you. If they've watched a video and you've built that trust and they already know who you are, then sending a text message to schedule an appointment, that actually does work. So the funnel doesn't need to be that complicated, but you've got to have a few of those pieces in place. How do I make sure I'm not wasting money on the wrong audience? I say that it's a simple strategy, but you got to put in the effort in the beginning to really research, find the questions that people are asking, and then narrow it down. Which of all these people, which ones are my target audience and which ones are not? Only focus on those that are your target audience. The path that I teach is how to dominate YouTube search, but if you're ranking in search in places where your target audience isn't, that's not going to benefit you. But on the other hand, if you dominate YouTube everywhere your target audience is searching, it can be a game changer for your business. What's the best ad platform for my kind of business? YouTube, Google, or Facebook? Okay, so we're talking about ads again. They're all great. I'm not an expert at it, but from what people tell me, it's best to start on Facebook. Facebook is the one with the least amount of money, the best tools to help you, and if you get success there, then you can jump over to the other ones. So even though I love YouTube, I don't recommend starting with YouTube ads if you're going to do an ad campaign. How do I use ads to scale something that's already working organically? Well, usually it's the opposite. So for example, Noelle Randall, she had a real estate investing coaching course. It was a $5,000 course. In fact, in the previous year, using Facebook ads, she had brought in $1 million in her business. She then learned about me and saw this strategy that I teach on YouTube, and so she hired me. We started producing her channel. Within 3.5 months, the leads that she was generating from YouTube were so far superior to the Facebook ads, she just turned off Facebook completely. So that's typically the approach that people take, is they'll transition from paid ads, they'll turn that off once organic is ramped up. So I can't really think of a scenario where if your organic is working that you can then scale it or you ramp it up with paid ads. Maybe it's because the disadvantage of organic is it is gradual. The volume isn't as high on search, but that's compared to viral traffic. With paid ads, I mean, the more money you spend, the more leads you get. So I've got a lot of clients that are really leveraging YouTube for lead generation. And we look at things in terms of a branch. I use a tree analogy, so I talk about leaves and branches. Let's just say a branch is an area. So let's say this branch you dominate on YouTube. Well, then you can find another branch that you want to dominate, and now you're dominating 2, and so you've doubled your organic lead generation. Then you can find a third branch and a fourth. There's always more branches that you can dominate. The reason that I would see going from organic to paid ads is kind of taking a step backwards is really the quality of the leads. The quality of leads that you get from this organic approach, it's like referral quality leads, where the leads you get from paid ads are very low quality. So maybe there's people out there that would disagree and they love how you can scale with paid ads, but that's my opinion. Now, something else that some people would disagree with, especially those that are focused on ad revenue on their channels, but I teach that going viral can actually hurt your business. So I want to introduce you to that concept right there. It's really important that you understand why that is. If you really want to grow your business and leverage YouTube for lead generation, you really need to go watch that video next. It's why going viral can actually hurt your business. I'll see you there.